my people. How are you doing? How has it been going? How has your week been going? So far, so good, I hope, right? Okay, now what's happening in our higher institutions? What's happening in the universities? What's going on? Everywhere you go, the students is living with the students, not as roommates. Now, different. This is different from when a girl and a girl are living together. This is now between the female gender and the gender. Why are they cohabiting? What is really going on in the higher institution? This is what we'll be discussing in today's topic and why students are doing it. Real stories will be coming your way. So do well to sit back, listen, pay attention, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and watch us as we unfold and unpack this topic. Joining me to discuss this wonderful episode, I'm joined with my very good friends in the studio, in the presence of Mr. Gospel. Mr. Gospel is here, Miss Glory.
Hello.
Yes, and Mr. Ikechukwu, who will be telling us real stories about what they've experienced and
Ta-da! You're
so
welcome.
on and so forth. Yes, so sit back, relax, and don't go anywhere. Okay, so what is cohabiting? Why are people cohabiting? First of all, what's cohabiting? Cohabiting is the living together of two people, a man and a woman. Let's be specific about that. A man and a woman who are not yet legally married. People cohabit for 12 years, 15 years, 16 years, and they will have children. But then later on, it's now found out that they are cohabiting. And these things are now happening in our higher institution, in the universities. You go to universities and see that this student is living with this. Maybe things there are a lot of things that causes this to happen. You understand? There are a lot of things that causes this to happen. So, Mr. Kichiku, what do you think?
Um, like you already said, cohabiting is when two persons of the opposite sex lives together in a romantic way without uh, being married legally. That's what cohabiting is all about. And then, as to what do I think? First of all, there are different positions as to when it comes to cohabiting. From the religious background, you would see that if there are 100 religious sects, over 90% frown at cohabiting because they feel it's not right. Then, when you talk about legally, cohabiting is not a crime. Yes, it is not a crime. Even in our Nigerian constitution, it's not a crime. The only difference is just that you do not get to enjoy all the privileges and the protection that comes with you being legally married to someone. But it's just the same thing. You understand? So that's just the subtle difference. But
Yeah.
when you now bring it to maybe talk about ethics, there are two different positions. Some persons see cohabiting as an avenue for people to build better understanding as they live together before marriage. They get to understand themselves better, see if they can work, if they cannot work. You understand? And then some persons also on the ethical standpoint would say that cohabiting makes us lose the taste and the value that comes with marriage. So it's not right. So it's a very delicate topic to think about
Yeah, we
because
are
there are
talking
several
about
positions.
it in the aspect of students, right? In university students who live together when they are not married. At in school they are married. Be like, hey, oh, I'm going home. My boyfriend, I need to cook for my boyfriend this one before he come back because he's very angry if he does. If those kind of those wife duties, but at home they are not like that. So if you are this, what you are trying to say now is in the how will I say it, in when they are not in school. I don't know how to put that, but
No,
when we are
what I
trying
said
to,
is devoid of whether you are in school or not in
that's what I'm
school.
saying. You are actually going in the path of adulthood, but we are talking about students in
Oh,
school.
okay. I think I concur with what Mr. Kechko said because in to an extent, not all, because when two individuals come together to stay in one place in the name of cohabitating, that is to say that they are matured because I don't think there's anybody above 18 years is an adult. So it's a decision they made for both not for
Somehow now we say 16, sir.
yeah. So currently now 16. Yeah, but I'm talking about legally, like you said. Legally now is 18. We know that is an adult. So if you're not up to 18, anything below is what's it called? Is child child abuse or thereabout. So cohabitating is a decision. What if they decide to stay together? Most people do it just for benefit of kind of not spending much.
So this is why they cohabit now.
Yeah, most people, even in school, most times you see that when you stay on your way, okay, if you are paying house rent, if you are to, the rent will reduce. At least if it's 300,000, if you are to, you'll be able to afford 150 and the other person afford 150. So if they don't get their the same gender for as a roommate, they can go for for opposite sex just to stay in the same room and pay. Maybe probably they decide to have something else. It depends on what people have in mind. I've seen people staying together but they don't have anything. They are not boyfriend and girlfriend, but they stay the same. But what they know that they have their boundaries. You don't touch me, and you don't touch me, and I don't touch you. So people have different reasons why they cohabitate.
Okay, now this we are still talking about different reasons why, but the general question is it even right to cohabit in school?
Okay. Like what Mr. Ikechu, sorry, what Mr. Ikechu said earlier. I think I will say I actually concur with a bit of what he said. But if you're talking about if it's right or wrong, if you're looking at it morally, it is wrong. Morally, like when it's like in ethics, according to what he said, it is wrong because when a a man, a young woman, and a young man are living together, you're not married. You guys are living together, you do things together and everything. It is wrong. Because like Mikechukwu said, he said number one, it actually denies you the privilege, like, or how do I put it? You don't get to enjoy most of the things you're supposed to enjoy in marriage when you are, and sometimes you even see things that makes you're not really that willing to actually go for the final step at the end of the day, go ahead with marriage and all that, because everything you're seeing is there, you're getting everything in that cohabiting stage. Now people have different reasons for cohabiting. Some of them say is in order to get to know themselves better. Like when you cohabit, it's easier for you to understand the person you're living with and everything. Unlike that far distance relationship when you guys are not together. Some of them feel like if I stay with him, I will understand him better, his likes, his dislikes, and all that. While some people say, like Mr. Gospel said, it helps to reduce expenses. Renting an apartment, even sometimes spending. Because when you're all by yourself, the light bills, water bills, and everything, you pay them. So they feel that when they cohabit, it helps them curtail some certain parts of the expenses. So it goes for different people. Different people with different reasons for cohabiting. But for me, I think morally it is wrong.
Well, if coming to that, what you said, aside from cultural and religion, is nobody's business because I decide what I want. So if I decide to stay with goodness, it's nobody's business, or Gloria rather. I'm sorry to mention it because it's nobody's business. It's my business. So if you decide to multiply there, it's nobody's business aside from religious and cultural because that is where legal now come in.
Sorry, you're saying it's nobody. But what we are focusing now is on students. That's what we are focusing. And now this cohabiting now, it has its pros and cons. Do you understand? It has advantage and disadvantage, especially to students. Not talking about adults. Not talking about adults. Adults is you're done with school. Do you understand? You're just an adult who wants to do whatever you want to do. You can take care of yourself. Anything that comes out of it, to take it.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about students in school. Now there's a lot of, for me, I would say there's a lot of will I say a lot of disadvantage for a child in school.
You can't say that somebody in
no.
university is
Wait now.
It's not an adult.
Wait, okay. Is that
You can't say somebody in university.
a 15-year-old child in university? Is she an adult?
For
No,
them to allow.
now from the point of view of the definition of that Mr. Gospel referenced, an adult is from 18 years and
That's
above.
what I'm saying.
So are you now saying situation where it's a 15-year-old
No,
university
if
student?
we say from, let's say, if you're talking about from an adult now, not everyone that enters university are up to 18 years. Not
Okay.
everybody that enters university are up to.
That's what I'm asking you. Are you talking of when is a situation where the person is not up to 18?
Yes, when the person is not up to
Okay,
it.
so if the person is up to 18, is right.
No, it's not right. I said morally it is not right. That's what I said.
Okay.
Now, the focus point now is on students in the university. Now, academically, it doesn't actually help them that much.
Not all. People that choose to
I
be
think I
focused
disagree. I think I disagree with you. Because one, do you know that naturally it is more peaceful to be with a lady as a man in a space and be more comfortable than you living with your fellow woman? I've paid attention to it. You see where two ladies are together, there's always this gossips.
No, it's not.
It's
No,
not
no, no, no,
all.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
not
I
all.
disagree.
No,
I disagree.
I'm
No,
just-
no, 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 no. I disagree.
Now
It's a
let
lie.
me say let's not say according to Mr. Gospel, he said that a man and a woman can live in the same house without doing anything. Let's leave that part. That
Yes,
one apart.
yes, that's true.
Let's leave it's true,
Okay.
but not for young students. It is not possible.
It is.
It is not.
It is possible.
Let me. If you say for adults, I will accept that because you know what you want and I know what I want.
Yeah.
But young student, now you can't live in a space with a guy for 2-3 months. I tell you that it's not possible.
It is. I'm trying
It
to
is not.
now. The thing is this: when like what he said, I could be staying in the same room with you as a university student. Now my girl visits me, your guy visits you. We are in the same room. You understand? So I've seen, like he said, he has seen, and I have equally seen, and I know that there is nothing mutually that is going on between them. And
Sleep with them at night.
no, the truth is this. You actually, the truth is in our modern society,
Yeah.
the thinking has been modeled in a way that when you see a man and a woman in this space, it means they are doing something stupid.
Definitely.
You understand?
That's not it. I'm not saying okay. Let's say a man and a woman being in a space now for just a day or for some little time. I don't say they are doing anything stupid, but you can't tell me that okay. Let's say it's not even. Let me say a self-contained apartment. It's not a room and a parlor. It is a single room.
Ew, it's bad.
No,
If
no,
it,
wait
at least
now.
if it's 2
No,
bedroom,
now
but
it is a single room now. No, let's say for most universities, when they are not able to afford money, the first thing they start with is a room. Right?
Yes.
It's a room apartment. Now, you, a boy and a girl in a room apartment.
If are not brothers, if
You
are
guys are not
not cousins.
brothers. You're not related
It's
in any way.
100% possible.
Possible.
Because, like me, that is a virgin.
Mr. Gospel.
I did not say anything, though. I not said.
No, we know.
I can stay with a girl for 1 year without even doing anything, touching her. Because it's not really that I don't feel like, because maybe that's not our agreement. This thing we are talking about now, I know the angle where you're coming from. We are talking about distraction
Yeah.
from studies and thereabout. There could be cohabitation and they will still have that understanding of reading and even passing exam.
People can still cohabit and come out with first class.
Definitely,
It's possible.
Yes, that's possible.
So ordinarily, you can't say it brings distraction. Yes, even though in some it might distract them.
Yes.
But then you can't say that the presence of evil removes the good that should be.
I did say the presence of evil removes the good. I never said that.
Wait, though. Wait. I want to ask this question
Yeah.
because you say something about boyfriend and girlfriend, and they have their own thing. Imagine in a situation right now, your girlfriend is living in one room with the boy.
That's what I wanted to ask. That's what
Wait,
I
and
wanted
then
to
you
direct
go-
that question to Mr. Gospel.
As a boyfriend, your
Your
girlfriend
is
is
sharing
in a room
just
with
like
that.
roommate.
So
now-
what will you tell me? That nothing is going on with them.
No, really.
No, that's how
Nothing is going on, right?
What would you think?
First of all,
Wait,
my
I want to know the level of your trust.
Uh,
Yes, someone like Mr. Gospel saying he can stay in this thing, nothing going on, right?
No,
But
it's not someone like Mr. Gospel. If it was his girlfriend living
Wait,
with someone
wait.
else as a
No,
guy, what would you do?
You now,
I will answer that
sincere.
question.
Be sincere.
Okay.
Your spirit, soul, and body. God in heaven. Forget about this thing that happened between Joseph and Mary.
Who
Eh?
is Joseph and Mary?
We know
Oh,
the people
okay,
in the
okay,
Bible.
okay.
Forget about that thing. That he told her that it was Holy Spirit that gave her belly and then he accepted it. Then your girlfriend is living with you. So how will you feel?
The truth
No,
is,
you're preaching.
No, let's
I want to answer you now.
You're preaching. What I want is,
I want to answer
how will you feel? Okay, let me
Would
just.
you be comfortable with it?
Will you be comfortable with it?
my girlfriend cannot stay. Allow me to talk.
Okay.
Allow me to talk. My girlfriend cannot stay with a man.
Oh.
You understand?
No, why?
Why is because I think I will say I am a conservative. Now, what I mean by being a conservative is I have my personal principles and values. You understand? But then it does not mean that because my girlfriend cannot stay with a man as cohabiting in school, that it means that whoever a girl is staying with a man, that there must be something going on.
We're
You
talking about
understand?
our
You're
no.
going far.
To your own understanding
No,
as a person
I've
now.
answered you,
What
and
would
you
you
have-
feel?
Oh, okay,
Not
let me
okay.
answer the
No,
question.
let me even ask the question.
Let
to
me,
you
let me
now.
answer the question. You know, all these things we are saying, like if my girlfriend is, if only I cannot afford a personal room for her. Do you
Like
understand?
she told you, I cannot live by my. Let me say for instance, she told you I cannot live by my.
No, because
Or for it, no, you are
there
not in
could
the
be
same
a
state.
reason.
I
You're
don't
not in
even,
the
I
same
don't
state.
even, I don't even know why you want to paint that picture of
There
taking
must-
responsibility. I don't owe my girlfriend her accommodation in school.
That's
So
what
which
I'm
one
saying.
is if you
Since-
cannot
okay,
afford
wait,
accommodation for
no.
her?
She has
See,
money.
this husband is
The
on
truth is
double.
that the truth is that
Yeah,
as my girlfriend, I cannot pay for accommodation in school, but yet you will not stay with a man. I have my values and my priorities. So if it is the point that you feel maybe your parents are too poor that they cannot give you a space to stay alone, you understand? And then you want to live with another guy in the same space, I will not accept that.
Okay,
Let
what
me-
will
It
you
means you're
do?
not fit to be my girlfriend.
Wait, wait.
She's not fit to be
Yes.
your
Let me,
But
let me,
then,
let me digress.
but then, that is my personal say. But then, it does not necessarily mean that when a guy and a lady stays in the same space, that they have something going on.
We are all
Wait.
saying if you cannot accept
let
it,
me
do you think
digress
on
a
someone
bit.
else will accept
Let
it?
me digress a bit. You said you cannot afford an accommodation for your girlfriend.
That
And
is not
still-
his duty.
No, not that I cannot afford.
That it is
Uh,
not
okay,
his
so
duty.
you're doing
that.
Yeah.
You can't do
Not-
that.
he's not
Yes.
responsible
And
for that.
she can't stay with a man.
Yes.
If you cannot do that, what makes you think that you have authority over her to tell her what to do?
Exactly. Everybody is not for everybody.
Okay.
Do you understand? Everybody is not for everybody.
You know what? Let's just hold on because we're gonna still answer this question. This question is broad. Please let's quickly go on a short break and we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. All right, people, welcome back from that very short break. It has been the most behind the scene.
Like a mic.
You will drop behind the scenes too. Now, Mr. Kechuku,
Why me again?
yes, because you are the bone of contention here.
Exactly.
So wait,
What business do I have with
wait,
It's
see,
what we are talking
calm,
about.
good, calm down, right? Calm down. Now, you know these things you've said so far. Will you advise your friends to cohabit
No,
before?
friends is far.
Okay,
Your own daughter that you went to university for the first time. Look at my daughter when you get to school, please. If you see a man, cohabit with the man. Or a man that you like, cohabit.
See,
with the
all
man.
this
There's
question
nothing wrong with
all this question you are
These
bringing to him
questions are not
is
necessary.
see cohabitation, like we said, is not it's not purposeful. It's not something that you just wake up and decide. The situation they talk and say na condition make the fish bend.
no be condition. You see this
See.
time around, Mr. Gospel, no be condition. You see this time around, it's not because this one I'm saying, I wetin young girls and crow eye,
You-
clear eye, they do.
No.
All these G boys wey plenty outside now wey be say you go see them now, you don go rent house. The next thing na one girl go carry 2 leg enter guy house. She don pack her load, she don marry be that. They will live together inside school. When you ask her, some of them sef for school go dey refer to am as husband. Your mama no know say you get husband for school o.
See, the fact still remains that there will be distraction somehow for people wey no wan focus. If you want to focus, if you know why you are there in school, you do it. You read.
From your
But-
one, you enter school the first time, you wetin dey your mind na to go cohabit with a guy.
No, it's
And you
not.
tell yourself you go say you go
but
focus for school.
but then this thing it has kind of feeling or stigmatization later because I know a story of I know someone, right? She stayed with this guy for I think from year 2 years to final year, lived with him. At the end, the guy was not like, will you marry me? Now brought her ring. 1 year, 2 year, we don't hear anything. So later, I think that was the third year. We now found out that this guy is married to a pastor. Who? This is a different person entirely. So every time this will come up in the group chats, Alpha, what's happen? You know what? Share you expose your wedding here. Yeah, what happened? What happened? Why did it not work out? Why will you stay with someone this long and then you get tired? So that's also what we are trying to see. Even if you stay with someone for a very long time, you get tired of that person.
The truth is this, the society we found ourselves in is we like to crucify the evil we are seeing without even knowing that those ones we are not seeing are actually doing worse things. Now, I'm not in any way wanting to say that cohabitation is right in its entirety. But while there are also flaws that comes with it, there are also situations where a girl and a guy that stayed together in the same space even possibly ended up together. And even self, from the point of view of them staying together, even in school, they get to build values that actually led them through.
What kind of
How
values?
many percent of them? That's the question. How many percent
Now,
of them?
that's what I'm saying. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say that cohabitation is good in its entirety. But then, you can, just like it said, it is not legally wrong. You can say maybe morally or for situations that did not go well, that it's not right. You understand? So, but what I'm saying is that now that you are cohabiting does not necessarily mean that you are going to be doing all the F things every day. Do you understand? There are still people who are not living with a guy that are doing the F things more than
Taking it
those staying
every
together.
day.
Jumping from one place to another.
I'm telling you.
That is,
You understand?
Mr. Kechukwu,
Yes.
that is the question of a lady who jumps from one man to another. Now the question, the bone of contention here is a lady living with a man in the same space. Now, there is this would I say mentality or this belief we have that when a man and a woman is dating, they are past. There is this sense of you yearn for the person, but the person is not close to you. Even once when you see the person, you just want to have this person close to you because you don't get to see this person every day. Yeah. And there are things you are expecting. Ah, God, I wish this girl would just come my house. Like your mind will like be like, God, make money, come and go do it. I suppose my carry this woman come my house. I want her to know. Now, when this person is living with you without doing the necessary things, those are the advantages for me. When this person is living with you without doing the necessary things, now this person, she does the wifey duties.
Everything.
Yeah. She wakes up in the
Wash,
morning, she
clean.
cook. Good morning, hobby. In fact, some of them when starts they call themselves hobby inside the house. Good morning, hobby. Good night, hobby. She wakes up in the morning, she do the wifey duty. You as a man, you take charge. You take charge of her responsibilities because she's living under your roof.
ASAP.
Definitely now.
That's what I'm
You are the one
saying.
feeding. You're the one paying the
That
rent.
is
You're the
what
one
I'm
doing
saying.
everything.
Now,
That's not really what cohabitation. There have seen
You see?
people
Yes,
who are staying
contradicted
together
what he's saying right now.
when it's time for the house rent, they bring the money 50-50. They pay. They stock the house together.
Wow.
You do your thing, I do my thing. Yes,
Wow.
cohabitation is not you going to carry your load and then go and stay in a guy's house and then he's feeding you, buying you clothes, taking care of
that
your
is
food.
what exactly is happening.
That's what's
That is
happening.
what is happening.
That's
That is what the cohabitation of this day is
Yes,
all about.
that's what's
That's
happening.
what is happening.
Now, are you now saying, because from the definition you gave, it did not in any way say this thing you're saying now. The definition you gave says cohabitation is living together.
Of an unmarried man
Romantic.
and woman. Romantically.
Exactly.
Yes.
Sharing responsibilities.
Huh? Where you know
I didn't
Yes.
use the word.
But wait,
Okay.
if they are to
Now-
share responsibilities, I think she takes up the household chores
Yes.
and he takes the financial burden.
Okay.
No,
Yes.
that's the truth.
No.
That's what's happening. You can't. That's just
That's
I'm
what
telling you that I'm telling you that
Uh-huh.
I've seen people who stay together like this. This person, if it's 20,000, they share 10,000.
That is initial. That's initially actually. Before when they just started.
Okay.
Because the reason why I'm saying that, okay, I know one that actually when she went into school, she met this guy and they started dating. Then she moved all her belongings to this guy's house. She started living there. Now when they agreed to share an apartment, they were sharing the bills. Yeah.
Okay.
She brings half of the rent, the guy brings half of the rent, they pay. When it's time for food stuff, at the end of the month, food stuff has finished, she bring her. But when they started living 2-3 months, they started doing some things together. They no longer share bills.
Now the guy they pay now.
And when you don't dey chop woman for inside, don't you go pay?
Now who they chop
now,
each other?
Now, you are an outsider. If they became one casual friends, then entered into relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then made a resolution to start living together. And when they started living together, they were splitting bills, right?
Yes.
And then to a point, they now stopped splitting bills. The question should be, why did they stop splitting bills? Do you know whatever agreement they have reached
Which
together.
agreement? Because after 2 years of it, they both when they're separated. So what is the agreement here?
The thing now is we actually
so overall of everything we're saying now, the overall conclusion of it is that for me, cohabitation is
It's a
morally
no-no.
wrong. It's a no-no. I won't
It's
even
a
advise
no-no.
someone. You can go to your guy's house, you can spend a week or so, then you go back. Do you understand? If for maybe for some unknown reasons
I want to learn from you.
yeah.
What makes cohabitation morally wrong?
Because number one, for me, you guys staying together without necessary things being done on your head as a woman, it is wrong. Culturally, it is wrong.
Cohabiting as students.
As students,
is bad.
No, okay,
When you have not finished feeding yourself, what is
now
another
you don't have something of your own doing. You understand? You're feeding through your parents, which is saying the girl is also doing through her parents. Now, two of you are living together as husband and wife. On whose money? On whose account?
Okay, so what you're saying is it is on the altar of he has not paid something on your head. That is why it is wrong.
It is wrong as a woman. You're not supposed to.
I said I want to learn. I want to learn from you.
Before you guys start learning, let's see. When we're talking about this cohabitation of a thing, I think it's coming in battle. You are not in support of cohabitating.
I'm not in support of it.
Then I myself and the Ikechukwu. In fact,
we're not even in support of it.
Me, I'm not really
no,
that I'm
in support of it.
Not really that I'm in support of it.
He said he doesn't have any problem.
I'm not in support of cohabitation. You understand? Like I said, my girl cannot be staying with another guy. Okay. So there are two things. One, I can't.
Okay, your girl cannot be staying with another guy because that is your value as a man.
Exactly.
What about your younger sister?
My younger sister cannot.
Why?
Also stay because now that's what I'm telling you.
Wait,
now,
first. One more question. Can your girlfriend come and stay with you?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, she can come and stay with you.
Yes.
That's cohabiting. She will live with you.
She will live with you permanently.
Let me
what are you are speaking English? What is permanently? She has asked me a question. I answered. You're still asking me again.
Why will she?
Can my girlfriend come and stay with me? Yes.
Wait.
Come and stay with you and go back home.
Wait.
Like,
People share the
come and
bills.
stay with
Will you share the bills?
Now, this is it. For me to build a relationship with you to the point of you coming to stay with me as my girlfriend, it means I've made the decision to marry you.
Okay.
And now nothing is going to change that decision.
And what if something changes at the end of the day?
What would that be?
I don't know.
If you come to my house as my girlfriend, I made a decision I'm going to marry you. You come to my house as a girlfriend and start to misbehave. He is telling you what. There are questions you're not even misbehaving.
No, you see that misbehaving because she's living in your house.
Exactly. It's even very, very important that she comes and
It's
misbehave.
an advantage to you as a man.
You are just trying to protect the
enough of the
enough of that. You said it's advantage to me because I'm going to find out her bank.
Because if you go to the market, you don't go open something, God open, look at turn, finish. You go say, it's not good.
I don't like this.
I don't like her.
Okay,
you go market, they still and you like her,
that's the thing now.
Anything you are packaged for,
your interest,
it is yours.
Your interest in the cohabitation is that you don't want your ugly attitude to be noticed by the man you are with. Because that's what you just said now.
Wait, I want to.
It's on both sides.
Wait, you say something concerning
You guys shall have
values.
to talk now.
You say something concerning values because when they cohabit, they try to learn their values. So I want to know those values you're talking about. What are those values?
No, I didn't say when they cohabitate, they learn values.
Okay,
now, what I
said,
said,
similar values
like
or something
from
like that.
First of all, when I started talking, I talked about the different positions on cohabitation. There is no generally accepted view on it. Now, from one ethical standpoint, it says that cohabitation helps those cohabiting to get to know themselves better, understand their individual values, then have common values. You understand? Then on the other point, it said that it is not good because it loses the test of marriage. That's two different ethical views on cohabitation. Now, the test of marriage is simply that maybe you get to do some things that ordinarily is supposed to be happening under the confines of legally or traditionally married couples. And then as boyfriend, girlfriend, you are doing that. You understand? So that's the thing. But now, in as much as there are also pitfalls that comes with you staying with a man that you are not legally married to, there are also good things that comes from it. Just like this one, finding out bad character you have is a good thing to me.
Eh.
Yes.
So
I wanna
all
pack
this
my
while,
house
all
from
this
there.
wait. All this while when you guys were dating, you don't see any
You
back
don't see the back
No,
character.
no, I asked you.
Wait, when you are talking about this back character you're trying to talk about right now, is it red flags?
Yes, of course.
You're not serious.
Yes.
It's not
Okay,
serious.
Yes, I am. I am.
Let me say
Mr.
something.
Mr.
No,
Gossip.
because
Let
It's
me say
okay.
something.
Go ahead.
You're red flag.
Not really that we are saying that competition is a good one or thereabout, because as a student is not okay, it's not good.
We are referring students.
Now,
As a student,
we, our reference is
Even
on,
if you are not a student, it's not
our
not
reference is
good.
on the student,
So stop
on
referencing
the
students.
university
no,
students.
our this is not.
Hello.
Sorry, sir. Please go ahead.
Our focus is on the university students now. Now, it's not really good. It's not advisable because one, it brings distraction in terms of their study. Because when you leave your study and trying to study love 101 in the university, that's a big digression from what you are there for. So
So brings
if
emotional stress.
if you can focus on your, even if you want to love, yes, love is sweet, like I said, is a good thing. It's a good thing because you might meet your spouse or however, whatever you want to call it in the school, but that shouldn't take you out from the reason why you are there in the school. So even if you want to cohabitate, it shouldn't be opposite sex. You can still stay with your fellow girl in a school and you share bills, but we are not advising you out there as a young guy or young boy, young girl out there to cohabitate with maybe your loved one or thereabout. What you are trying to say here is, if you are there to study, focus on your education. Read if you want to read. If you want, even if you want to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, visit and you go your home and continue whatever you have in your house. So if your heart is not comfortable enough and you think that you want to stay with this guy, then you guys should talk it out and involve in marriage. Then that's it, becomes official that you are married. But from our own view, like I said,
As an
it,
adult.
as an adult, 18 years, I think nobody have any say to tell you don't stay with this person. It's now left for you to decide. Now, talking about emotional wise, it will distract you, everything. So it will make you uncomfortable. Even at a point, like someone said that na see finish.
You go enter.
See finish. So
That's what you want
when you start staying with the listen, so now tomorrow this person will now tell your full story to another lady, and how you will take past that street, man. So all these things, we should focus on why we are in the school, to study and not cohabitating or being in a relationship with a man or a woman thereabout. So that is all I have to say about that.
Okay, for me, before we actually round up and everything, my own what I have to say is to everyone out there, I for one don't support cohabitation. I will still stand on it strong. I don't support it. But if you're out there, I cannot be the mouthpiece of everyone. Everyone has their own opinion and all that. So if you're out there, whether you are cohabiting or not, so please make sure of three things. Make sure that you focus on your academics. It's very, very important. Your peace of mind. And secondly, your sanity should stay intact and your self-respect. Make sure they are intact. Whether you cohabit or not. That is my advice to those out there. Thank you.
And finally, I would say, in as much as there are the wrong sides of cohabitation, there are also good sides of it. That's the honest truth. We must be honest. But then it will make more sense to actually be a person of your own. Part of building a value for yourself is to be able to have a place of your own. If you should have a girlfriend, yes, nothing stops you visiting your girlfriend or your girlfriend visiting you. But then at this university level, staying together, in as much as you might gain some things, but sometimes the pitfalls is higher than the gains. So do well, at least to respect yourself, so that somebody will not say tomorrow, hey, leave my house, and something like that. Yes, we have records of cohabitators that finally ended the marriage, but we also have more numbers of those who later crashed. You understand? So if you want to have that self-respect, please do well. Try everything possible. If you must stay with somebody, you should be a fellow guy or your fellow lady. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave us with this question. Imagine if you have cohabited with a guy all the while you were in school, and then you guys break up apart, right? And then you find someone new, and the person is dating to get married. And then along the line, after introduction and everything, you find that this person will not be like, okay, let me meet all my friends, and that part of that person you cohabited is someone you cohabited with. What will you do as the guy and the lady? So just answer that question down in the comment section. So
Nothing.
think about
Nothing.
it.
All things has passed
It's
away.
a lie. There's nothing like that.
All things has passed
As a
away.
man, will you forgive those kind of a thing?
Yes.
It's a lie.
Yes,
Please.
I will.
See, I don't
Yes,
have
I
strength
will.
for this. I don't have
Yes, I
strength.
will.
Please do well to
I don't judge people by
drop
the past. Yes.
please do well to answer the question in our comment section, right? Follow us on all our social media platform. Drop your comments, drop your own advice. Do you think cohabiting is a yes, yes, or a no, no? And please do well to answer this question that I just asked right now. All right, till next time, this is Serenity Gist. I am your host, Goodness Shisum. Till next time, do have a wonderful week ahead and day. Bye.